What has Heather gotten herself into today? Well, the back of a van, it would seem. But longtime viewers know Heather doesn't own a van. So what's going on here? The answer is, you're right. I don't own a van. This is not my van. This is a rental van because my car is in the shop. Unfortunately, I hit a small deer, so while my car is in the shop getting fixed, they gave me this minivan to tool around in, and of course, when you have a minivan, you need to make a minivan haul video. I went to 4 thrift stores today, plus the bins, and here's everything that I brought home. I didn't quite succeed in filling up the van, but I did get a lot of good stuff. Without further ado, let's get into the minivan haul. Roll the intro. I'm gonna try and keep this video short and sweet, but as we both know, I got that dog in me and it won't stop yapping. So stop number 1 was my closest Goodwill, and they almost never have stuff for me anymore. If I'm lucky, I come out with like one thing. But today I actually found a few things. First up was these. I've never heard it pronounced. I think it's Ofos, right? Ofos? It says it on the side here. I don't think it's gonna focus though. They look pretty darn new. I'm not a shoe seller. Also, I hope these aren't fake. I don't know if this is a brand that gets faked at all, but like it looked like the ones that I saw on eBay. And shoes at this Goodwill are only $5. And it looks like I could probably get 30 or more. I don't know, we'll see how they go. I don't have great luck with shoes, but like they store easily and they ship easily, and it was cheap to buy. Next up was this Furby. This is like, I think the 2012 revival Furby. They've brought Furby back multiple times. But this is the mid 2010s Furby. He was only $2.50. Again, I don't know why I'm showing this camera. I doubt it's gonna focus. And I don't know if it works. We'll have to see. Sometimes these Furbies work, sometimes they don't. But for $2.50, I'm gonna try, because this model of Furby, I think sells for around $30. And then unlike the 2012 Furby or 2016 Furby, I don't remember which date it was, is the 2023 Furby. And this Furby is actually not worth a lot of money. It was also only $2.50, but I bought this mainly for my kid to play with. I think he's gonna really enjoy this. He hasn't seen it yet. He loves purple and he loves like little creatures. So he can play with this. It's not a big deal that it's not worth a lot of money. I can probably sell this in the kids sale if he gets bored of it between now and October. But I guess the point of this was like certain Furbies good, newest Furby not so good. And then lastly, this is kind of a wild card. I bought it because it has this really pretty, I'll just rip open the bag. I don't know why I'm not. Anyway, the bag was $6.50 and I bought it for this one really gorgeous nail polish, like to personally try. But it's so pretty and like duochromy. It's by Bee's Knees Lacquers, I think it's called BKL. And it was like a limited edition color. So I haven't exactly seen how much this might sell for. I don't think it's new though. It looks like it's probably been used. But I bought that mainly for me. But this brand does have some ones that sell for a decent amount. So like, don't be afraid to resell nail polishes because some of them are worth money. And then lastly, I thought that was lastly, but I think this is actually lastly, is this pair of headphones, which I got just because it looked interesting and vintage. I don't know if it actually is though. The brand is HE Plus, which I think is just sort of a junk brand. But it's got this gold coloring and it's got these like actual sliders to like adjust each headphone individually sound wise. And I was like, it's got an interesting look to it. It's evoking more expensive vintage headphones. I don't know if they're actually vintage or not, but they're $2.50. And I feel like I could probably sell them for more than that. I don't know. If nothing else, they look cool as a vintage prop. And then my next stop was another Goodwill in the next town over. And I got this whole box of stuff. And I used up a 35% off your whole purchase coupon on this stuff. because it's rare that I have more than a few things, and it's rare that I have something that's more than $10, and in this case, I had both. First up was this Melissa and Doug wooden classroom stamp set. Again, I picked this up for my kid because he's really into this thing where he makes his own teacher worksheets and he grades his own stuff. Like, he likes to pretend he's at school at home, and I figured he would really like one of these like teacher stamp sets. So again, this is probably just gonna be for my kids, and it's not worth a whole lot anyway for $5. Well, 35% off, $5. As long as the stamp pads aren't dried up, like, he's gonna have a good time with this. He's gonna have more than $5 worth of fun, I'll tell you that much. Then I got this Lisa Frank like cardboard jewelry box. I think it's supposed to light up somehow because it's got this battery door. I'll probably have to replace the battery on it, but it was only $3. Oh, it actually does. It still lights up. I don't have to change the batteries. The camera might not pick it up because it's very bright in here, but these little like things over here flash red. It's not very interesting, but it does work. And I can't pass up a Lisa Frank piece for the right price. I think this will sell maybe like 25 bucks if I'm lucky, but for $3, that's pretty good. Next, I got this like Godzilla eating garden gnomes, and it's probably from like Temu or something. It's like super cheap. It's not very heavy at all. I paid 35% off of $5 for this. But again, this was for me because I have a very similar one that's actually heavy and in good shape. That's another dinosaur eating lawn gnomes that I got from the exact same Goodwill last year. And so I just thought it would be funny to have another one and put them next to each other in my flower bed. I've gone way too long without buying a Yankee Candle lampshade and plate set. So because I had the 35% off coupon and I was buying a bunch of stuff anyway, I figured I'm just gonna get this. It's $6, 35% off of $6. It's really good condition and it's themed for Christmas. Now, it's not crackle glass. I prefer to sell the crackle glass ones to these ceramic ones, but it's in excellent shape. And it's marked Yankee Candle, so there was no like, is this Yankee Candle or not thing about it. This will probably sell fine around Christmas time. I usually don't have an issue with really nice themed ones with the plates. It was just something to sort of throw in the basket with everything else. And then lastly, I found this in with the toys. I don't think they must have known what it was because they priced it appropriately. But I saw the brand name, which is doTERRA, but I saw that and I'm like, okay, anything that's a pyramid scheme, I'm typically gonna look up because that stuff is really overpriced normally. And so this is like a kid's like mist. What does it do? Essential oil mist. And it had the charger or cable with it and everything. It's in really good shape. But they knew what it was and they wanted $15 for it. So at that point I was like, I'm just gonna use my coupon. I'm just gonna go for it and coupon everything. But when this sells, it looks like it sells for about $50 in used shape. So for 35% off of 15, I was like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood and I wanna buy stuff. Sometimes I get like that and I just make decisions to buy things that picky Heather may not. But every so often, I just gotta let loose and buy the stuff. My legs are going numb. Gotta change positions here. Ugh, should have been just sitting like this all along. What is wrong with me? Anyway, my next thrift stop, I got some good stuff. I'd say 2 of them are like really good and the rest are kind of like so-so. Then I found this bag that was $8, but yellow and green were the half off colors. So I got it for $4. And what interested me was this Lush Vanilla-y perfume. Lush perfumes have a lot of value. And although this one is not full, it's not in brand new condition, I'll probably have to put it on Mercari and Bonanza. But for $4, I should be able to sell this for maybe like $50, $60. So it was worth it to pick up. And I did the same kind of thing with these Disney, like, doorables. I don't remember what they're called. These aren't doorables. They're like the Vinylmations. And then I think they came from a blind bag. But there was a bunch in here for $3. And I was like, again, I'm not gonna sit here and look up every single one in the bag. I'm just gonna buy it for $3 and hope for the best. So I'm giving some pretty bad advice here. I'm not taking my own advice about looking stuff up, but then again, I'm meeting my sales goals. I can throw these little frivolous purchases in here and there, and it's not gonna affect me at all. And if I look at the odds are in my favor that I'm gonna come out ahead and I'm not gonna lose money. Sometimes I go on pure instinct and it usually works out. And I did $4 for this. It's some Connects that are Angry Birds. And I'm not interested in any of the pieces. I just wanna get all of the little birds out of here. And whoopsie. But anyway, yeah, I just want to get all of the little birds out of here and probably sell those in a lot. And I'm going to assume I can get $20 for that. I have really good luck with Angry Birds stuff. The toys, the games, I think it's going to be okay. Now we're getting into like the best stuff from that particular stop, which was, this appears to be sealed. It's still got the big clear circles sealing it on all 4 sides of the box. So I believe this is a brand new Cabela's Wii Dangerous Hunts. And I was literally shocked. I'm like, only $6? Did somebody not notice that this is a Wii game in here? A sealed Wii game for $6? I'm not entirely sure what I can get for it in new condition, because I, again, was just kind of going on instinct. I'm like, this is gonna be worth more than $6, even if it's used. In new condition, I'm gonna say maybe $80, 50 to 80 probably. So I was really excited to find this. And I thought this was gonna be my score of the day, but it got better, because in the checkout line, when I went to go buy all this stuff, I came across something where I was like, there's no way. There's simply no way. A sealed TI-84 for $12. Like, are you kidding me? How? $12 is what they tend to charge for the used ones. It's like somebody just thought there was no difference in value between it being used and being new in package. There's a huge difference. Used, probably 40, 50. In brand new in package, I can probably sell this for 100 all day long. And then my last stop was kind of ho-hum. I found this AeroPress for $2. I don't know if it's new or used, because it's kind of taped. It kind of looks like it got smashed and taped all across the top. But the sell-through rate on these AeroPresses is really good, even if they're used. And I think when I looked, it was like 29 sold to 19 listed. So they sell really consistently. And because it was so cheap, literally only $2, I could sell this for like 20, 25, and I'm still gonna do okay. So sometimes you gotta take a really big find like that TI-84 Plus and be like, yes, I'm gonna make a ton of money, but you gotta be comfortable with making the small money too. It all adds up. And it wouldn't be a thrifting video without some dolls. I found 2 doll bundles. This one was $4 because there are 4 dolls in here. And then this one is $5 because there are 5 dolls in here. So I was really excited that they were pricing them at about $1 a doll, because that's an ideal price for me. This one's got Anna and Elsa in it. I don't think I've ever sold a single Anna or Elsa doll because they're typically just not worth it. But there are 2 Disney Descendants dolls in here. And what really attracted me about this bundle is everybody was fully dressed with shoes. And a fully dressed with shoes doll is going to sell way better. This one's a Zombies doll. I think she'll sell for probably about $20 in this condition. And I think this is Jay from the Descendants, so maybe I can do, this is another Descendants doll. So maybe I could do all the Descendants dolls together in a lot, like if it comes to it. My point was $1 a doll is a good price pickup. And when they have their shoes, and I know it's not like a line that's bad, like these Disney dolls I don't care about, they will go in the kids sale. This is Australian Barbie. She doesn't have her shoes, so I don't know how good she'll do. But much like all of the other little piddly bags I grabbed where I was like, I don't know 100% for sure how much money I'm gonna make off of this, but the odds are extremely in my favor based on my own personal data that I'm not gonna be losing money on this. And then I went to the bins and I got 2 whole things. That's it, 2 things from the bins. This is a Barbie, I believe her name is Kayla. She's got big 80s hair and it's very frizzy. A good find at bins prices. I would not pay like a whole lot for this otherwise, but Kayla is not super common. This is dance club dance. I don't remember what it's called. I think I can get 15 to 20 for her, and I probably paid like 50 cents. And then this one was very heavy, so I think I paid $7 for just this at the bins weight, which is a lot. It's a lot to pay at the bins. But this, it had all the pieces. It's the Wilton for like cake decorating. And it's like a caddy for all of your cake decorating stuff. And I think if you wanted to buy this brand new, it's like $60, $60, $70, something crazy like that. But in used complete condition like this, I'm gonna aim for like 35, 40, because it did clearance out for 35 at some point. But, you know, it's in really good condition and it's complete. I was fine paying the bins weight for it. It keeps falling apart though, which is really annoying. But what really sold it for me, the cherry on top, was on the way out. My Goodwill does not give bags, they do boxes. So if you want a box, you gotta go look at their pile of boxes. And I found a box that will be the perfect size for it. Absolutely perfect. Once I get it like bubble wrapped and packed in here and the stuff all over the top, this is the perfect size box for it. So it came with a free box to ship it in. You can't beat that. And then for sticking around so long in this meandering video, I'm gonna share a bolo with you. Because yes, I'm still quite active on Amazon and Walmart and eBay as far as retail arbitrage goes. But yeah, I'm still very much active with retail arbitrage. And I shared this with my Patreon group like last year, I think. So this isn't like new news by any means. But I don't know if anybody else has really mentioned it or talked about it, because I just found these at the grocery store today. And I've been selling them since I talked about them last year. I just keep finding them. I just go into the grocery store and I keep finding them. And that's these Garnier Clearly Brighter, the anti-dark circle roller. There's also a green version of this that I don't think is currently worth any money. It's just the brown one that is. Guys, these sell for $50 a piece, like all day long. And I found 6 of them today. They're not cheap to get into. When I've been finding them at the grocery store, they're like $14, $15 a piece. But I'll gladly pay that all day because these move so fast. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my back of the van impromptu thrift haul video. It's been a while since I've made a good haul video. Although it wasn't as educational as some of my other content, I feel like sometimes you guys just want to see what I'm picking up. And I do show what I'm picking up usually in my Instagram stories. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and give me a follow over there. And should I start a Facebook page? I've had so many people say that I should make a Facebook that's basically a mirror of my Instagram, and I just don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be worth it. And if you just want to hear more of me yapping about absolutely nothing, you can go follow me on TikTok. And if you're not already subscribed to YouTube, you better subscribe here too, because I make at least 1 video a month all about my full-time reselling adventures. And drop a like if you like this format. Now get out there, have fun, and find something good.